You're asleep, Andy.
Mhm.
I didn't know this was that boring.
Could be the Twitch app.
It could be. Um, hey guys, welcome to Gomorra Gazette Live.
Who are you talking to?
We're doing it as if we're already doing the episode,
Oh, okay.
Andy. That way, when they come in, it's whatever. I'm Alex,
I'm Andy.
I'm Joe.
and we are coming to you from Andy's den. I would call this. Been a while since we've talked to you,
Yes.
at least via media. Been real busy getting the new site up, and the forums crashed and all that. But here we are. We're live. We got a lot to talk about. We're gonna start off with hog killing time. We did it last year. A few people showed up. We didn't really like the venue we picked. It's kind of far to walk
It
to.
was way far from the convention center, and it was crowded.
Yeah. So this year we're doing it on Thursday night at 8 p.m. at the Crown Plaza. We'll be meeting in the lobby. Right. It's connected to the hotel, so it should be pretty easy to find. I mean, it's connected to the convention center, so it should be easy to find. And hopefully we'll all be there. And hopefully you'll come play some games with us.
Are we all going to be there?
I'm trying. Trying.
Better be.
He fits in those small suitcases. We can fit him in
So, that said, we kind of wanted to talk about No Turning Back. I know you have an opinion.
On which one?
I mean, probably the biggest one to talk about. The pack is insane.
Mr. Max Bane?
Mr. Max Bane.
Okay. I love Max Bane. Great card. I'm just tired of already seeing him. And literally every deck I've seen so far. I mean, what was it? The other night I was playing you, Andy, and I had, a ton of dudes and pretty much no upkeep.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing it out of, what was I doing it out of? Was it Morgan I was doing it out of?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Morgan. And pretty much every deck now packs him as a starter. So I have a feeling Kidnapping is going to be coming back pretty quick. If not already, if it's still not already being played. So
I want to see a Desolation Row deck that uses this guy. You've got you play the fixture, you've got the job on it, you play other Sloan dudes with the job, and then you've got the jobs you can play like Kidnapping.
Recruitment Drive. That's a 10, which is on value for that deck.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sloan's problem is they don't have as many high guys as, say, someone else.
I guess that's true. I didn't even think about the value on them.
But then again, you play the Huntsman Society, and what is Sloan's upkeep? 2 or is it 3?
She's 2.
She's 2. Okay, so she's free then, pretty much, with Max in play at an adjacent need or location. So
That's not terrible.
I'll take a free Sloan. A turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be a very aggressive deck.
It could be. I think. I don't know. That'd be another brew I could work on. Be interesting. And then we got what the I call him Zorro or the Lone Ranger.
I have a theory on who this guy is.
Who do you think it is?
I think it's Abram.
I think it's Abram.
I think it's Abram.
I think it's. This is gonna sound dumb. I think it's J.W. Breyer.
Really?
I really do.
Refresh my memory.
He's the guy that like is a Voltron character.
Mm-hmm.
You know, put a horse on him. No, it's a tire, isn't it? A tire, horse, and something else. And he's like a stackable. You put a bunch of goods on him, and he's a stackable guy.
Let's see if we can find him. And if you guys are watching and you can find him, we are watching the chat. Feel free to interact.
Yes.
We are paying attention.
Less thinking for us is better.
Yes.
Because I want to say, because it'd be fitting. Because they both do something with something on them.
They are,
He's,
getting...
Huh? He's last pack.
Briar? I have it over there.
It's all good.
They they seem to be bringing back older characters too. So maybe it's someone we haven't seen since Classic.
Well, do we have all 9 characters that were saved?
No.
We're missing a couple, aren't
We know where Jackson is.
we? Mm-hmm.
We know where he is. We know Charlie Landers left Gomorra, so we know he's not around.
Smart man.
We've seen Max, Nicodemus, Lucy.
Yep. Wendy.
Wendy, yeah. Wendy. Yep. Dave. And I think that's it.
I think so.
We could be missing somebody there, but I don't think we are.
Not like we are either.
So that puts 3 people that we haven't seen. Who are those 3 people?
I don't have a clue. Wasn't just like regular old people? Wasn't anybody big? Because all the big names are gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stucker's gone. Nate, insane. Elijah, I don't know what happened to him, but he's gone.
Hey, maybe it's Nate. Maybe he's gone full insane, and he actually thinks he's this guy.
I thought Nate died.
That'd be hilarious.
No.
Nico. Did you say Nico?
Yeah, Nico's back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, he's definitely back. Which I am surprised I have not seen any of him run around lately.
I want to talk about a card in here. Where did it go? That I really liked.
Overall, I like the entire pack.
Yeah, the pack is amazing. I
really like the Harry Somerset experience.
Yeah.
His job.
No one will ever play the original one.
I don't know. They might play him to get this guy in for free. They might start the old one.
Yeah, maybe.
So that they don't have to worry too much about getting him. They start him and they keep him until they draw onto this, and then they can play an 8 value. Keep the other 3 in there. I really like his ability. I like his influence. His values are just solid. He's well costed, and he gets to play with the deputy stuff. There's that new action from Faith and Fear.
That's from Draw.
That I think will play real well with him, and he gets the Gunslinger, which is even crazier. I look forward to seeing what Law Dogs do with this guy, and I think you play him out of the classic Law Dog deck. You just make a dude wanted and go to town.
Yep. I mean, what was it? Like, there was one deck someone was posting on.
Or you used to use Andrew as your starter.
Yeah, that works too.
What was the deck? Because there was one deck online that was pretty much you win turn 1 or you lose. That was pretty much what he was building out of that deck, and it was, as he was writing, it was very effective. But I don't like glass cannon decks. I'm not a fan of those.
So I don't know. What do you guys like out of the pack?
Fortunately, I like and I hate Max at the same time.
Max is amazing.
He's amazing, but I hate him. I like AB. AB is good.
We couldn't get we played a couple of games and we never got her ability to actually fire.
And if we did make it fire, it had no relevance to the game, honestly. Kind of every card was good in the pack, in my opinion. But everything had a...
How could you not get that to fire?
You avoid her. Players avoid her.
She only has to be at a deed in town, and they only have to be in town.
So they could be across the street. They could be in town square, and she could be away from them.
But if the decks we were playing that night were very not shootout friendly.
Yeah. I mean, in the right deck, she would be.
Yeah,
really
the
good.
right built deck.
Yeah,
She'll
I
be
could see
good.
that.
But
I could see her playing with Blood Curse a lot.
Fancy new hat.
fancy that.
Throw
Yeah.
a hat on her. Pump her up to 4.
Or just play rumors and play curse and just lower the people's influence.
Yep.
I mean, she's a good card. We have yet to get her to fire off in the right deck.
That's fair. I could see that. I kind of want to play her with Buffett.
I do. I don't like that one value.
That 6. Yeah.
The
And
Huckster
that'll-
one is.
Oh, that. I think
yeah.
that Puppet's value.
She was Huckster
Yeah.
2. Oh, I'd throw Puppet in deck.
I mean,
Because then it's just begging for you to just smash people left and right. But I mean, you could always put her at, the 9 spot, which would be
Yeah.
the Research Institute, which you could bump her by 2 and still have access to Phantasm, Mark of Pestilence. Oh, that's another card in the pack.
Mark her at the
yeah, Mark.
third.
Yeah, Mark
Yeah.
is cool.
Yeah, Mark is cool. It's not as cool as everyone thought when originally they read it, because they didn't realize it was shootout.
I think it's missing something. I think incubation,
Mark of Pestilence. It's kind of like this little sub story in these cards going on, and I think we are missing like part of that little sub story that will make the deck actually work.
I think what else? I don't know, and she went down in value. Her
Yeah.
and
Max.
Max went down.
Mhm.
Which Max, someone out there, please tell the story why.
I mean,
I want to know.
I'm pretty sure Max quit because Kyle got eaten by crazy cows.
I can see that.
Joe, we can't see you.
But I like going. I like it
Here.
slowly. There we go. All right.
We hang out all the time.
That's true.
Yeah, no, I like that little bit of fluff, that little story, about Kyle being eaten by the cows.
I still haven't read that.
Oh,
Are you
dude,
serious?
Yeah.
it's really well written, and it is a pretty tragic end to a character.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of like how they do their stories, when someone technically dies, they really don't actually die. You never really see them. Like you don't read them dying. You just it implies it.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Lucas. Not Luke. Yeah, Lucas Blackwood.
Well, that and Mario. Mario dies and then comes back.
Yeah, but I mean, he was harrowed. But like Kyle, they're like, and he saw his leg. It was being chewed. So
Scary
interesting.
cows.
I know, right?
I mean, there's the irony there. They played God and then they got eaten.
Yep.
So I'm interested more in the current flavor text on Max.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he.
I won't do it again, Lillian. I'm done. I want to know what he's talking about.
I want to know what he did.
I think it might be referring to something in Classic.
Think so?
Uh-huh.
I won't do it again.
Here's my theory. I'm going to put it out there. Last time I had a theory, I was right. This time, I hope I'm not right. He worked for Sweet Rock. Yeah, Sweet Rock, and he helped take over the mines, which is part of why Blackjack came out and took up guns.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Lillian has interest in the mines.
Think Lillian's gonna go after Blackjack's mine?
I think she will do so inadvertently. She will go, I want all the mines. Blackjack will be like, you're not getting my mine. And Max remembers what happened when Blackjack got mad.
Yeah.
So he doesn't want to do that to Gomorra again.
Yeah.
I think Max is actually trying to turn around as a character and as a person. And hi, April. And I think that's what the flavor text is referring to. It's something he's already done. He doesn't want to repeat that mistake. You're on the internet now, dog.
April, do you want to be on the internet?
Okay, we're gonna have to get you down.
What else?
Hey, lay down.
I mean, there's not a
She's good.
Anthea. Yeah,
She's good.
I don't think there's a card in here that won't find its way into a deck. I don't know, man. I think everything in here has the potential.
I really
to be
like
in a deck.
She's amazing.
Jacqueline.
Yeah.
I like Jacqueline a lot too.
She's amazing.
She's an insane starter. She is an insane starter.
We need to start telling people what cards we're looking at.
Oh,
and
yeah.
What they do.
So, Jacqueline is a king. She's the king of drifters.
Mm-hmm.
No faction. 2 draw, 0 influence, 3 cost, 0 upkeep. Repeat react. When Jacqueline joins a marked posse or a posse opposing a job, she becomes a stud.
She's good.
If she is involved in a job, she becomes a stud. I think Sloan likes her a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sloan likes her a lot.
We're a lot of dogs.
A lot of can do, yeah.
So her flavor text there is interesting also.
Stand back, sir. I'll take this one. I'll take care of this one. I think if I remember reading correctly, she is Max's bodyguard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now I may be wrong. I am often wrong.
I don't remember hearing that.
So, I honestly.
There's your card.
Oh yeah, the sidekick.
Yeah.
Scoop Hound. I like calling him a sidekick.
Yep, you're a sidekick. And you're a girl.
I am a
And
With red hair.
Yep.
With like pink hair.
the hardest cosplay. They had to make it hard. Um, I really like this pack. I feel like this pack, Frontier Justice had some neat stuff in it. I like that it completed our cycle of grifters for each faction. I like, and I like that each one kind of helped solidify an archetype that may have been needing a little bit of help. Um, except for the fourth ring, which all it did was make an archetype that was doing well do better.
Yep.
I'm really interested to see what they do with the last pack in this cycle.
Mm-hmm.
The story here is
I think it'll be another big one, like another pretty awesome pack.
like
you know,
EDS was.
since the well, that and since the next Pine Box introduces 2 new factions,
Yeah, I think.
we're not going to get hardly any cards for existing stuff.
Yeah,
I wouldn't think.
I'm interested to see what the format for the new packs are, for future packs after they add 2 factions.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the days of getting 2 dudes per faction.
Oh, you didn't get 2 dudes per faction that pack.
We didn't get 2 for Morgan.
You didn't get 2 for fourth ring either.
Nope, we did not. So I think we're gonna get to a point where we'll get 1 dude per faction each pack,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff to support the other strategies, deeds and stuff.
I'm perfectly fine with.
Yeah, I'm fine with getting less dudes. There are plenty in the game, and there are plenty of ways to use them in different combinations, with different draw structures. I think getting less dudes isn't going to be a problem.
Yeah.
I feel like the game kind of focuses more on actions and goods now than Classic did. And deeds are huge right now in Reloaded.
We just need that 8 diamond. That's all I'm waiting on.
Circle them.
No, there's only 2.
There's only 2.
There's only 2 8s. Everyone else has like 4 or 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want my 8 diamond because I don't have enough circling range to go around.
That is a real problem.
That is a problem.
Oh, it's that way in pretty much all the 8 slots. 8's
Yeah.
the most.
8
is a very valuable slot right now in the game.
At least the tournament kits provide promos for all that.
Somerset Experience is at an 8 too,
Mhm.
which puts him in a very competitive slot for Law Dog.
Then what was one other card in there? No, it was something we had a thought about. There's a lot of experience in this game already.
Yeah, that I noticed. I know when they first talked about Reloaded in its story, they were talking about we are going to only do a small cast, and I think they're really trying to stick to that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't quickly introduce new characters, and when they do, they kill them off.
Yep.
Yeah. Like
Wilbur and
Wilbur
Roderick.
and Roderick. Yeah.
They died miserably.
So I like that there's this focus on the smaller cast. I'm wondering if our experience numbers will get higher and higher, and the character will be able to go, well, I'm going to build a deck around 2 or 3 different characters at 2 or 3 different values each because of the experience.
Do you feel like they're concentrating too much on experience?
Mm-mm. I think it's a neat way to kind of continue the story without adding new characters and bloating it too much. I think if it continues on for too long, it will be a problem. But introducing 2 new factions gives us enough of here's a different thing that it may not be. I don't think it'll hurt the game if they keep doing the experience for a while longer.
Who do you think's going to be the first experience too?
I don't know. I think it's probably Phil.
You think it's Phil?
Phil is on a path, man.
That's true. Destruction.
Phil is not a man to be reckoned with.
No, I mean.
But I don't know. That's a good question, and
I could see Max getting it.
It depends on what happens to Max next.
I think he'll go over to another faction. I think he'll go over to Law Dogs.
You think he'll join the law?
Mm-hmm.
I actually kind of feel like he will oppose Nicodemus and try to take the role of mayor.
Yeah, I could see that.
There are enough people in Gomorrah unhappy with who the mayor is. Max is familiar enough with the family, with the Whateleys, to go, I don't want to deal with that again.
I'm trying to think who I'd put. Maybe, what about, there's no Lucas. No, he's not experienced yet, is he?
Mm-mm.
He's hanging. Yeah. Oh, they don't know who it would be.
Unless he comes back as Herod.
That's true.
They didn't kill him in a way that would be considered final
That's very
in
true.
Gomorrah.
That's very true. So I mean, right now he's just hanging, isn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, they said his neck snapped, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
magic can fix that.
magic can fix everything.
So I'm interested to see where they go from here. I think the climax of the story is going to be intense. I think it's going to be another big bloodbath. The violence in Gomorrah has been escalating with each pack.
Mm-hmm.
The fourth ring is becoming more and more sinister.
And
And Pete, I think Gomorrah's starting to realize that. They're starting to go, there's something way up with that surface.
Something's not right
I mean,
over
they are
there.
stealing people's wives.
So, yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They are. Yep.
I mean, it's a circus that's only been there one day, technically.
It's going to set the stage for these two new factions to come in, and I want to know what their motivations are, like what each faction is about.
Sioux? Well, it's not Sioux. What is it? Coyote Nation?
Something
I
like
know.
that, yeah.
I'd have to look it up.
Coyote.
Because I remember the faction,
Mhm.
the 108th Righteous Brigade,
yeah, which is
It's really weird.
new maze rats.
Yeah.
supposed, but they're not maze rats.
But they're not maze rats.
They're not maze rats.
So I'm interested in seeing what the current characters are doing that bring these new factions in, and what these new factions want out of Gomorrah. It always has interested me that Gomorrah has mines around it to offer, but not much else, and it draws these powerful factions in
Mm-hmm.
who have invested stake. So there's no reason for Morgan to come out except for easy access to Ghost Rock, which they may have found elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
The Law Dogs have always been there, and they're always struggling. I can see Sloan saying, "Oh, look, Gomorrah is booming. Let's go get some money." But to me, it seems interesting that Gomorrah draws these crowds in,
Mm-hmm.
has this thing that pulls them in.
And we're not really sure what's in it for fourth ring.
Yeah, no, not at all.
I think the Indians, whatever they're called, I think they're gonna flush that theme out real quick.
And the shaman.
The shamans, they're gonna flush it out because they absolutely hate hucksters. Period.
It'll be really cool to see these different skills like start to develop in these different factions and these archetypes, these decks built around these archetypes and how they'll interact. That said, we keep talking about it. Why don't we just talk about it? Talk about unstoppable force and immovable object.
I'm excited.
When they announced two factions, I was a little weary. I knew one of them was gonna be shamans. We all did, because we already got our blessed, and I was surprised they weren't a faction yet. And then for them to bring back kung fu so early,
Yeah.
that would not be the skill that I would have put them on right away. If any other one.
I'm excited about it though.
Yeah, I thought maybe even two shaman factions were gonna come. But
I couldn't make a decision then. I want to be able to make a decision.
I remember kung fu being heralded as broken a lot back in the day. Characters had a kung fu trait. You took zero cost actions and attached them. You aged them technically, and they gained the card text on them, which was an ability like a shootout action or something like that. They were called kung fu powers. And I remember back in the day, people used to get so frustrated against playing against a kung fu deck.
I don't. It came out later on in the game. I don't remember a whole lot about it. Wasn't it only one set?
Do unto others. And I think it got support in the sets, like one or two sets that existed after Do Unto Others. But I remember people. I would go to the store. There'd be a guy playing a kung fu deck, and his opponent would always get real mad. That said, I know that DB0 has mentioned on our forums that they did some stuff with kung fu that they haven't clarified what, but we should find out soon. And
it sounds like they're changing up the mechanics on it a little bit. So
which they've done with everything. Like even if it's like the spell pools they fixed for Blessed, Huckster, and Shaman in one go, but each one kind of has their own definition of what they do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Miracles is completely different than the CCG.
Miracles are crazy now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them.
Yes, I'll take less casualties. Enjoy.
A lot of them are just like, I'm not gonna die. I'm interested to see the differences in kung fu.
What did Shaman do?
I remember Shaman being very non-interactive.
The spirits, I guess, right?
Oh, they had the spirits.
They were buffs.
A lot of buffs, but they also had a lot of things that were like, you can't do anything to me.
Yeah.
And I know at the end of Classic, and even to this day in Classic, there are decks. You've played against them in which they're just like, you can't touch me, we can't fight, I'm accruing control points, what are you gonna do?
I don't know what you're talking about.
And I know that back in Classic, hexes and miracles and spirits and all of that bled over. There were some mechanics that each one that would bleed over from one to the other, and I know that's something they're trying to avoid.
Yeah.
In Reloaded, where miracles do a specific thing, protect your dudes.
Yep.
Hexes do a specific thing, mess with your opponent's dudes.
Yep.
I can see spirits just buffing your own dudes.
Yeah. I mean, well, miracles are kind of a buff now, though. In a way, miracles are more of a buff.
I don't know if I would call them a straight buff as much as a position manipulation.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot of, oh man, I'm gonna die. My buddy showed up. It's a miracle.
Yep. At least they're not going the route of the bowls. I hated those. Let's cause Armageddon in Gomorra.
I'm very interested though in shamanism and where they're going with it. Kung Fu is just going to be a blast to play. That deck is going to be a lot of fun to play. I already know it. I'm excited that the new Kung Fu faction does follow kind of a similar theme to Maze Rats because I love my Maze Rats.
There's no maze. Well, I mean there is, but
there are no Maze Rats.
There's no real reason to be out in the maze now.
Well, that means they gotta come in town.
Yeah.
So we all are very excited about that announcement. And we will keep talking about it as we get more information. Let's talk about the metagame right now. The Desolation Row game. Hi, April.
Every tournament so far in the past month has been a winner of Desolation Row.
April. Do we know what won the sheriff event yesterday?
Desolation Row.
Was it Desolation Row?
Desolation Row. It was I believe it was Desolation Row versus Desolation Row.
So boring. You know what though? I underestimated that identity when I first saw it.
I think it looked good. Whenever I saw Scott play it that one time, I knew it was
that one thing. That one tournament, it was because I played against it. It was really gross. I liked it a lot. But I think I underestimated it more than I underestimated Oddities in nature.
Yeah.
And Oddities isn't really doing a whole lot right now. There are a few decks, but Desolation.
I don't like it.
I don't either. I like the card draw and economic advantage that came with the classic box.
Which says something about a game in general. If you can still play the original outfits and they're still good,
the core set,
as long as they're good in something, right?
The core set is very important still, and I like that. Most of my decks still consist of a lot of core set cards because there's stuff in there that they're just staples, and I think that's what they wanted out of that. So,
they got them.
But Desolation Row is shaking things up for Stone quite a bit.
Like I rarely ever see the original outfit.
Yeah, and
I haven't seen it since Desolation Row came out.
I still run it from my Sloan Huckster.
Do you?
Yeah. That might change. But I need to look at the deck again, especially with the new stuff we got in No Turning Back.
Yeah, Max and Desolation Row deck is ridiculous.
Yeah, we were just talking about that at the beginning, and I think we'll see a ton of that. But I'm wondering if there's something in the next pack that kind of just says, oh, no.
I think there's something in this pack.
What do you think it is?
The job. The job. Go Ace of Wanted, dude. Have fun. I mean, it's
old-fashioned hanging. Mark a wanted dude with at least 2 bounty. If successful, is the mark. Also, your leader, if still in play, permanently gets a control point. I feel like that's going to do nothing but help Desolation Row.
You think? I don't think it's gonna.
5 is a great value for that deck.
Are you gonna lose Pistol Whip, Hiding in the Shadows, or what is it? Bounty? No. Bad Company.
Oh, losing Bad Company is kind of rough.
And I mean, that's gonna go in a Law Dog deck,
Yeah.
and so Law Dog will have a chance. But then the thing about Desolation Row is, it's only run like some of the things I've seen. It's gone against Law Dogs, which have seemed to be pretty close matches.
I think Law Dogs are really powerful right now.
Mhm.
I think we finally have the tools to take advantage of Blessed, and I'm looking forward to somebody actually doing it.
It will happen.
It'll happen real soon.
Yeah. And then, because you have to to beat Desolation Row. How'd I put it? I think it's been discussed on the forums quite a bit, at least for a while.
You should be playing Core Set Law Dog.
Mhm.
You should be
Or-
playing Bounty Hunter.
It's not that important to let the job go unopposed first turn.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to lose my board position to stop you doing a simple thing of gaining 2 ghost. Granted, you're accelerating your economy, so I'm going to think harder next turn. But
Yeah.
it's just, I think, how to put it, Wendy can shut it down unless there's certain things to stop it. So Law Dogs is, I think, best situated to take it down.
I won't disagree.
And I think Dudes and Deeds can, I don't know.
It depends on. I think with Dudes and Deeds, it's going to depend on which deck aggro's harder. That opening hand is going to become so much more important in that matchup for both decks. And if one deck gets the nuts and the other gets an okay hand, I'm pretty sure the one with the nuts wins, because they're just going to go do my game plan, win.
Yep, and that's how it's gonna be. And I don't know. I like how to put it. I've noticed from people's comments about metagame in general. Most people's games end by turn 3. I've noticed, or day 3. Sorry.
Yeah, the game is very quick right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like a proper Blessed deck will slow that down.
Mm-hmm.
Casualties will be real hard, and a lot of what No Turning Back has in it feels like it's trying to slow the game down. And it's giving you tools to deal with dudes that are problems. Giving you, if a dude gets to 2 bounty, he's causing problems.
Someone needs to kill him now.
That's not even like a flavor thing. Playing the game, if a dude is at 2 bounty, he has done something to me that I don't like.
Exactly.
Or at least attempted it and survived.
Yeah.
And I think
what I get fed up to that last game we played.
It's like 6 or 7.
Did you put a legendary holster on?
No.
Other one, Influence.
Oh, Influence. Fred is Influence. Silas is Bullet. That's right.
That, I don't know. It just seems you got Desolation Row, you got Law Dogs. Fourth Rings has got their.
Fourth Rings gonna do what they do. They're going to try to control the game.
And well, what was Gozik's? What was his Gazette Octagon thing? What was his deck?
I would have to look it up.
It was shooter oriented.
Yeah.
Which was interesting. I liked it.
It used a lot of. If I remember correctly, it used a lot of shooting actions. For the final game, but it also still had pretty powerful control hexes.
Yeah.
And I feel like if Fourth Ring gets lucky in their opening hand, they may be able to at least stagger the game in their favor. If they can get to the late game against Desolation Row, they'll have a much stronger chance.
Yeah.
But I feel like you said, Law Dog is best positioned.
Yep. I think someone needs to pilot a good Law Dogs deck and just crush its face.
I think Law Dog's going to take Gen Con.
What am I playing?
Joe thinks he's taking Gen Con.
I'm taking Gen Con. There's no question.
Then you're playing Law Dogs.
No, I'm not.
Play Morgan.
No,
he doesn't play anything else. What are you gonna play? It's gonna be Dudes and Deeds.
Nope.
That is bull.
Bull.
You're the guy who's like, I built a 4th-ring Dudes and Deeds deck. That's possible?
How the hell did you do that?
It's possible. And you saw a Slum Dudes and Deeds deck
I did.
the other night.
Yeah, exactly. You're proving my point.
Maybe it won't be Morgan. It will be
Law Dogs, Dudes and Deeds. Calling it now. And
I think I'm out to prove people wrong. Is all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
that's what you're always out to do.
So you're gonna make a deedless deck? Is that what you're doing?
No, that's you last year.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna play Mario Action Mario. Let's go.
God.
Point blank your butt and call it a good day.
You will, and I
did
will
that to-
enjoy it.
I did that to him the other night. Point blank. Game or not game, but you're dead.
Yeah.
I think.
If I make you income, will not be playing.
Oh,
I'll play side games. I will not be playing in tournaments.
one less victim. All right.
I'll be too busy writing about them,
That's true. That's true.
hopefully. But I think Law Dogs. What do you think, Andy?
Sloan's just been so good.
Since Corset, Sloan has been
But-
good.
This is the last legal pack before Gen Con, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Is it official now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So everything we've got in front of us is what we have for Gen Con.
Okay, so everybody go out and net deck everything. Just kidding.
I think the person who comes up with something keeps it to themselves.
Yep, that's how the other game I play is how it's done.
However, there are plenty of people who are innovative and do post. So watching DTDB is not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
Getting an idea of what people
I
think,
mean,
play
I've-
testing.
Accidentally posted decks on accident,
So
and I'm like, oh, I didn't mean to do this.
we will actually try to keep you guys up to date with our play testing.
Mm-hmm.
See what we come up with. We're really excited about where the game is right now. And I think about it. Sloan's been good, but like that first cycle, fourth ring was the deck to beat.
Yeah.
And now we get into the second cycle, and Sloan's the deck to beat.
Yep.
And I think that is a really interesting kind of like shift.
Alex is waiting for when fourth ring is deck to beat.
Again.
It had its glory for
It
a
did.
Saddleback.
It did, and I played the crap out of it.
It did. I'll give it that. Even I played fourth ring for.
No, I'm looking forward to playing Kung Fu. I really am. So
I'm interested to see what they do with Shaman.
I will probably be rocking Kung Fu for sure.
It's gonna be amazing. That's all you need to know.
That said, I can also tell you guys that we will be in, at least right now, we will be in Tulsa at Covenant's event. I'm sure these two will be playing, but I will be there and we'll be doing coverage and hanging out to play some side games. And we will record a podcast interview with the winner after the tournament.
Yep.
So look forward to that. That will be happening in August. So
Was it 15?
15th thing the Covenant event. I hope to see you guys there. What else is there? Like we had other stuff to talk about.
I mean, we have Octagon, which is.
I have a lot to say about the Octagon
Yeah.
event.
So, I mean, talk about Octagon, I'll think of some other things.
32 of you signed up. Played a double elimination tournament.
It was a good turnout.
Yeah, I was impressed. Great distribution of factions. We had a few complaints that we took note of. We had a few minor issues that were resolved, but they're more technical. Like somebody got disconnected. What do we do?
Which in itself is Octagon.
Yeah, it happens. But we were really impressed with the turnout, and I was really excited to see what two factions made finals.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth Ring and Law Dogs.
Yep.
I was cheering for Fourth Ring. Like I should have been.
Mm-hmm.
We had some impressive upsets going into that. I would like to, in the future, because on the forums we were asked for this, I would like in the future to stream more games. We only streamed the finals.
Mm-hmm.
We had DB0 commenting on it, like doing commentary for us. A fantastic presentation. I was pretty impressed with it.
Mad props to him.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
listening to it, and like everything I was thinking he was saying, I was like, that's perfect.
He designed the game.
But I mean,
but he knows.
He was like, what is this person doing?
Yeah.
I would do this. It was interesting.
Few things we would do different. We would update as packs came out. We would let the meta shift naturally. We would lock you into one deck.
Mm-hmm.
And then allow updates when those packs came out. So if I come in with a fourth ring deck and a pack comes out, I don't have to stick with the fourth ring. I can swap to another deck. Allows us to shift with the meta. even maybe a shorter tournament, smaller brackets. We'll probably stick with double elimination. It's real easy to get organized to the internet, real easy on everybody's time. Um, you don't have to, because a Swiss tournament, if you lose 2 rounds most of the time, you're out.
Mm-hmm.
But you're playing for fun at that point. Very rarely do X and 2s make it above the cutoff.
Mm-hmm.
So by doing double elimination, we streamline that process, and we're gonna stick with that. Um, I would like to see more. See if we can get more active, active observation going. People watching more while the games are running, um, and I would like to see if I can start getting stats for tournaments like most played cards and stuff like that for us to post.
Or just maybe MVP.
Yeah, just even what he said looks like this dude did a lot of work. This dude was real big. I'd even like to see the tournament reports start popping up on the Gazette forums when people, as they play, like, this is how my match went. This is what happened. Just, maybe not give away too much information about your deck, but to kind of give people an idea of what's getting played and what people are looking at
Mm-hmm.
and what our tournament is running. There was one other thing I was going to say.
Good advocate. I'll only say that much.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, a
Everyone-
better organization,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
better scheduling. It was Facebook proved to be to help, but was still kind of problematic.
Can we play in the next one?
I think we will put gunmen in the next one. We will have gunslingers. So you'll probably see us. We'll have Gozak on. We'll have to get that scheduled with him.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna have him on to talk about his decks that he played and his big moments in the tournament. And before we run the next one, we'd love to get feedback from you guys about what you'd like to hear, what you'd like to see happen in the tournament. And we might even do one that is an one faction tournament. Everybody brings in a Sloan deck. Up to this set is legal. 16 players play, see who the best Sloan player is.
That could be interesting.
Kind of figure out what a kind of a survival of the fittest kind of thing. What Sloan deck beats other Sloan decks.
That's not a bad idea.
I'm out in the first round.
You don't like playing Sloan.
I hate Sloan.
Um,
I hate Sloan.
So we haven't discussed it fully, but we will be doing more Octagon in the future, and we will be at least a couple of us will participate. Someone will stay out to help organize, and we will make it a much bigger deal. That is the thing I want to take away from that. Is I want it to be a bigger deal. It was really cool to watch you guys play and to organize your games, get them done, and to get excited about your wins, and to get excited about losses that may have been tight games. I even got a few messages from people going, I'm playing this guy next. I'm totally beating him. Totally beating him. I'm knocking him out.
And then it goes the other way.
And then it goes the other way. But just people getting real into it and getting excited about the game was really cool to see, even if just playing on Octagon. So that is where I'd like to go with Octagon in the future. It seemed great for the community. You guys seem to like it. I would like to do more of it.
Yep.
Even if it's just smaller tournaments for fun.
I need to get on there and play more often.
I do want to put together, and I'm looking into how we would score it, an actual league. Just like you play weekly, just you're playing. There's no elimination. You're earning points. It is still something I'm trying to work out the details on, though.
Maybe set up a website where you can just report your games or something like that.
Yeah, no, exactly.
It's called the forums.
The forums, which I love our forums. You guys are great. Keep it up. Good content there. Andy, you haven't said much. What deck are you rocking right now?
I'm nursing a hangover
I know.
from last night. Happy 4th of July, by the way,
That was
everybody.
yesterday.
Oh, see?
Nursing a real bad hangover.
That was yesterday.
Yeah. I haven't really sat down and built much. Joe and I put together a Sloan deck the other night that
Okay.
was kind of interesting. We're trying out the incubation and the new hex
Mark
Pestilence.
Pestilence.
Mark Pestilence.
I am excited about that deck. I want that deck.
It's
to happen.
missing something.
Yeah, I agree.
It's missing. Yeah, there's a huge hole in that deck. But then again, I don't know. Might have to go higher on values.
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea. We can play with it after this turn. Talk about it. Write about it. I want to go ahead and put out a thank you to our staff while we're on stream. David has been doing real well while I've been busy with a work project.
David is the man.
David
He
is
is
the man.
awesome.
He is the man. He
David
makes
is
me
the
look
man.
smart.
Yes.
Yeah. Makes us all look good. Shout out to Risa for fixing the forums after I blew them up.
Don't push the red button.
I'm not pushing any more buttons.
And it's just mad science. Put it down.
No,
It's a lander with a Nerf gun.
It's a lander.
With a giant Nerf gun.
Made a giant Nerf gun.
That is the best thing. Oh, there was something from the pack. Hand manipulation. Like actual physical hand manipulation. I love that. Because now there's at least, 2 cards now that do that in the game? Telepathy Helmet. And whatever that, Cooking Up Trouble.
Cooking Up Trouble is real good.
Mm-hmm.
Real good. I really like the art for it.
Yep.
I'm really interested to see Jonah's story flesh out.
I want to know what the heck that is.
I think
It's not tumbleweeds like someone posted. I don't think it is tumbleweeds. It looks like little octopus.
Yeah, it does kind of look like octopus.
Yeah.
that looks Lovecraftian.
It is.
Yeah.
Does, yeah.
Oh, what is the name of them? Maybe, is it a dirt devil?
I was thinking more like Shogs or Shub. Like the faction Shub.
No, I know what you're talking about, but
Yeah.
no,
Cthulhians. That's what they're.
Cthulhu?
No, Cthulhians.
Cthulhian?
That's what they were called.
I don't know
I
what
probably pronounced that completely wrong, but still.
I don't know what those are, but they
Or the little things off Men in Black.
they definitely exist in the Deadlands universe. So I'm gonna have to go home and grab my book
Yep.
and take a look.
And
He is into something.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's gonna be a split from him and Sloan. Between
Jonah.
him and Sloan. Yeah, Jonah and Sloan are gonna be. Sloan's gonna be like, "What the hell are you doing?" And he's gonna be like, "Winning.
I'm Jonah.
I'm Jonah."
Shoot me, I dare you.
I've always been more afraid of seeing Jonah on the table than Sloan
Mhm.
anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when do you see Sloan on a table anymore?
You know,
You will now that Max is here.
we
That's-
gave that away, didn't we? That was totally gonna be my
It's
deck.
not a good deck yet.
You say that, and somebody's gonna be like, "You're wrong, Joe.
I know.
Here's the list."
Here's
Play
all the
it.
main characters on the
know.
table at the same time.
Another thing.
in the same deck.
Can I go
in
on
the
a
same
rant?
deck.
May I go on a rant?
Go on a
Go
rant. We're
ahead.
live.
I just want to go on a rant. Sometimes a 316 build is not the end all be all in this game.
It's real dangerous in this game.
It is dangerous. Like at the start, it was the greatest thing on earth.
I'm gonna punish the shit out of you if you cheat.
And nowadays, it's like, okay, our meta in general does not cheat.
No,
Like nobody in our meta will cheat. If we
I
do
will.
cheat,
I'll cheat for days.
if we cheat though, we're cheating because we're gonna win.
Yeah.
Like we've already been through 5 rounds of the shootout. You haven't played a cheating action yet. We
We
know you ain't packing anything in there,
Mhm.
so we're gonna go in.
we can kind of blame Brendan. Brendan builds his decks interestingly,
Oh
where
my
he
gosh.
packs almost every anti-cheating card
Yeah.
he can.
I got hit by this with Heart in the morning, literally every turn.
Oh
the
yeah,
whole
no,
entire game, and I just wanted to like just choke something.
yeah, and it makes it very difficult to play.
Mm-hmm.
He plays all this punishment for literally everything you do. So it kind of knocked this whole 5 of a kind, let's do this kind of mentality we had for a
Mhm.
little while.
And now it's like, I got a legal full house.
Yeah.
And Full House, he's like, and I got a legal 5 of a kind. And it's like, how does your deck pack all that hate and still draw like
Yeah,
that?
like you can. I think in this game you can officially go from the 316 builds, get rid of them, and guess what? You're actually in a good one.
Mhm.
You can do 4 values, 5 values. They'll go perfectly.
April.
That was my rant. I'm just tired of everyone going, 316 is the way to go.
April, come here. Come here.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
I think people have kind of used that as a crutch for too long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it's getting to the point of I'm tired of seeing 316 builds in this game.
What would you rather see happen instead of 316?
People play the cards not just for value.
Yeah.
They actually have a meaning in your deck.
Which, though, if I remember correctly, the deck that won Gen Con did that
Mm-hmm.
last year.
But was that Law Dog deck
Law
or was
Dog.
that Morgan?
It was
That was
Law Dog v
Law Dog.
Morgan.
It
and
was
Law
Law
Dog.
Dog versus Morgan.
Mm-hmm. And it was just like, hey,
It was
I'm
like
going to get all the good cards, put them in deck, and win. Because, I mean, if you pack, I don't know, if you have different cards in your deck, like if I see a, 4-5-7 build now,
Mm-hmm.
that's like the huge thing, it's a good deck, don't get me wrong. But I know exactly what your deck's going to do before you even do it. Like, I know when to stop you, period.
Mm-hmm.
And when to go, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. And go, okay, I don't want to shoot out yet.
Yep.
And then I just flop everything down the table and I win. So just throwing that out there. Look at other cards, not just on value.
That's fair.
Look at actually what it does for the game.
I could see that being fair. I could see that being what people do with Gen Con.
Because there's no reason, like, I don't know. What's King? Point Blank?
Mm-hmm.
If you
Point
got
Blank.
studs in your deck and it's not on value, throw it in your deck.
Election Day Slaughter.
Election Day Slaughter, which I haven't seen a whole lot of anyway. I have
It's
yet
good.
to see it. Like, again, reemerge, I should say.
So, yeah, no, because when it came out, it was played a lot.
Oh, I know. EDS and someone first turn the game twice.
Mm-hmm.
Greatest feeling on earth. For me, not them.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if we have anything else right now.
I can't really think of anything.
This is kind of what we're thinking about using as our new format, a live show monthly. We hope that in the future people will tune in and interact with us and ask us questions and add to the conversation. And then we're going to take the audio from that and turn it into a podcast. So once we finish streaming, it'll be on our Twitch, in our archives. It'll be on our YouTube channel. It'll be pretty immediate that we find it there. You'll be able to find it there. And we look forward to doing it in the future. Hope you guys tune in next time.
Mm-hmm.
I like live chat.
Yeah.
We figure it's a little more of an honest discussion.
It'll take a while for it to catch on, I think, but hopefully we'll have some people next time.
Yeah. So I think that's it for the night.
Good. All right. Well, y'all have a good one.
Have a good night. Thanks, guys.